Hello and welcome to StroongeCast, episode 54.
Growing in confidence.
Yes, indeed. You know what?
What?
It's a landmark episode for us because it's a year of StroongeCast. And I'm really, really proud of us for that.
Did you think we would do a whole year?
I don't know. I hoped, but you know, so many things end so much quicker than that.
Yeah.
So wishful thinking perhaps, but we've made it. I would say this is like a nice milestone to hit.
Definitely.
And if the numbers seemed odd, it's because we did 2 earlier on in 1 week. So it would be 52, but we kind of made that not happen. So we're on 54 instead. And I think today or yesterday is actually the day that the first episode came out last year. So that's cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to record on or at least around the day that it happened, as
Yeah.
opposed to like days or weeks afterwards. So that's nice.
Yeah.
So tell us about your week then.
Well, our week, we
Yeah.
celebrated Jake's 16th birthday on Sunday.
It was amazing.
Yeah. So we went in the afternoon to the Thames Rockets boats, which is by the London Eye underneath. There's like a sort of pier that goes out into the water, and there's multiple places, stops for different boats that you can take. So there's like the Uber boat that you can get down the river, which is really cool, and I think we need to do that.
Yeah. Jake's done it.
Jake's done it with school, but this is the Thames Rocket, and it's like a sort of speedboat, I guess.
Yeah.
That I'm trying to think how many seats, how many people.
It was at least 8, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and there was a couple of empty seats, so maybe 10 or 12 you can fit on. And basically they take you out on a little ride. It's a 50-minute ride, this one. And at one point, they go extremely fast.
Oh, yes.
I think it was up the equivalent of 35 miles per hour, which in a car doesn't feel that bad. In a boat is mental.
We were basically wave surfing at one point.
Yeah, you've done this before. I got you this as your birthday present. I'm pretty sure it was for your 35th.
Yeah, I think it was.
Which you did with your brother because the kids were too little.
Oh, gosh.
Although I saw the people getting off the one before us, and there were kids that looked quite small and quite a frail woman, which I cannot believe because honestly, Alice and I, just the speed part, the rest of it was really fun. We really enjoyed it. But the speed part, Alice and I were absolutely terrified.
Gosh.
We really, really did not enjoy it. And had I known that was how it was going to be, I wouldn't have made her do it because she really, really didn't like it. But Jake had the best time, and that's all that matters because it was his birthday.
And I did with him. I sat with him.
And you did too. And I think because we went at like the prime time of it being the highest tide.
It was even more harsh for you guys.
It was even and it was very windy.
It's been a lot softer than that when I did it. I'm pretty sure I remember it not being so jumpy.
Also, the guy that was driving, I mean, they were amazing. I do have to say that if you're ever in London and you want to do something like thrill seeker thing, do that. The staff was so lovely.
And if you're a speed freak.
Yeah. But the way he drove it, obviously, you know, they want to make it fun. They only do that part of it, the really fast bit, for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Would you say? He was like going round and tilting it this way and tilting it that way. And honestly, I felt like I was just going to plop over the side because you're not strapped in or anything.
You're not, nope.
And where we'd sat at the front, you do have life jackets on, by the way. But where we were sat at the front, the bars that you can then hold on are further away from you. I noticed that the seats behind us were much closer together. So I think you feel a bit more enclosed. But it was like a full arm's length away. So there's a big space.
Yeah, there is.
That you're trying to hold on to.
You know what I just realised as well is that they weren't padded bars like you have in the cupboard. You know, like our cupboard has got those water pipes.
Yes.
And they're padded.
No, they weren't
I can't believe that they're not padded.
Why? Because you think you would hit your head or something?
Possibly.
Maybe.
Or break your teeth.
Well, yeah, maybe. I suppose. I mean, it really did bounce around, and there were a few times where I'm pretty sure Alice and I lifted off the seats.
Oh, so did we. Honestly, you have to hold yourself down.
Yeah, you have to really ground yourself, and that was not fun. And I just kept having to smile through it to Alice, being like, "It's fine, it's fine, it's great." And what was really sad, I thought, bless her, was earlier on when we were just like cruising down the river and it was really fun and they were playing music and we were looking at all the sights and everything. She was like, "See, this is why I shouldn't be so scared to do to try new things." And I was like, "Yeah, see, we should do new things together." Until that part happened. And then she was like, "No." She hated it. I was like, "I promise I'll never make you do this again."
Well, no, you've got something completely different planned for hers.
Something completely different. Yeah. I can't wait to tell everyone about that one because that's going to be really exciting.
But we did top it off with some excellent pizza. We then went
and had pizza, and yeah, I think everybody was absolutely exhausted from the adrenaline that evening.
It was.
Yeah. But Jake had the best day. He really, really enjoyed that. He can't wait to do that again. He wants to go with you and do that again.
We can do that.
You can definitely do that again without us. We'll meet you afterwards.
What did I do on Friday?
What did you do on Friday?
What came on Friday?
Oh, the watches.
Yeah.
Yeah. You did your usual of surprising me with tech.
A late birthday present.
Yeah. But yeah, you just appeared with watches.
I said, "Open this box."
Yeah, new Apple Watches for us, which has been lovely because our previous ones were how old?
6, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
One of the two.
And they still worked, but they were very, very slow, bit glitchy.
Battery.
You
wouldn't
really
get a full
bad
day.
And yeah. So these ones are all shiny and new.
Yeah. And Jake sold them.
Jake sold the old ones.
School friends wanted them.
To his friends who didn't have anything, so they were happy and yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah, and that's basically been the week. I think the rest of this part of the week has been really quiet. Monday, I slept a lot. Sunday really took it out of me.
You did sleep a lot, yeah.
I was really wiped out from that. But yeah.
So that's your first and last ever scary ride?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of if I have accidentally done any other rides before.
No, probably not.
Well, I don't know if maybe I've gone on... Well, look, I've done things that I've found scary, but you, Jake, and any other normal person probably wouldn't. So, it's all relative, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. That's been it for this week.
It has. And basically that was mine as well because I didn't do anything exciting. So it's been much the same.
Yeah.
So go on then. Nobody answered the quiz question last week, to my knowledge.
Maybe I made it too hard.
I don't know.
So the quiz question was, in art, dry point is a method of what? And it was multiple choice of engraving, sculpting, or painting.
I actually don't know.
It is engraving.
Okay. Oh, I definitely didn't know that.
Yeah. And
that's quite cool.
I have lost the tab because for some reason my phone keeps refusing to hold the same tab open on my thing. But I do know it, so it's fine. Okay, so this is this week's.
Yeah.
Can you name the 5 pedestrian crossings in the UK?
That's it.
So there's 5 different ones.
Even I can't, and I live here.
I'm pretty sure you can name at least 2.
Yeah, probably.
To be fair, I didn't know the other ones. And I'm going to ask my mum this question and see whether she knows as a driver. As a driver.
I should hope so.
But yeah.
Lovely. All right. So tell us kind of how we came up with this and what are your thoughts? A year in review from someone who really didn't want to be on the microphone in the first place, by the way.
Well,
Well,
I just thought we've talked about how, my confidence has grown being able to speak like this so openly, and how I never would have done this before. So I thought, it would be a good one to revisit and to properly talk about now that we are a year in, and how different it is from the beginning.
And over a day of podcast episodes, by the way.
Yeah, that's a lot of talking.
I was supposed to prepare some stats ahead of time, but I forgot. So
You'll have to slice them in.
Oh, no. I'm going to try and do it while you talk. So I'm going to look up things like, for example, how long have we talked from the beginning? I'm going to try and look it up while you say things, because that's what you do.
Okay. Just me.
Yeah.
Me saying things.
Just you.
Well, I suppose it's all down to you that we even have got this far, because it was your suggestion in the first place. It was you that encouraged me and managed to get me to agree to do it. And I won't lie, when I said to you, oh, did you think we would make it, get through a whole year of doing it?
Yeah.
I don't think before we started, I ever thought this would turn into a long time thing. I thought we would do it for, a few episodes, and then it would sort of fizzle out, or we would both go, oh, we don't really have anything to talk about, or, kind of lose interest, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that it's still going, there's still people who want to listen and are listening.
Which is really nice.
And we still have, plans of things that we want to talk about.
Yes.
Which is not to say that we're not ever open to suggestions. Please bear that in mind. But it's definitely got a lot easier, hasn't it?
I would say so. And I think that if you listen to the early episodes, you sounded nervous. But you pulled through. And here you are now. So you are 1 day and 5 hours into this series.
Wow.
Well, we.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a lot of talking.
Yeah, like nearly 30 hours.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I know that we have a friend, Vlad, in Romania, that has said, without a doubt, he's going to go back and listen to every episode at some point.
Aww.
But he's been busy with like life and things, but it's on his to do. Because the one episode he did listen to, which was yours, episode 9, I believe that was, he really enjoyed.
Yeah.
So I know that he wants to start at the beginning.
I do want to go back and kind of do like a follow-up for that, but...
You have to be in the right headspace for this kind of thing. That's not an easy one.
Yeah, no, I do. But also, I want to try and sort of get to more of a diagnosis and things like that before I talk about it. So we will go back to that at some point.
That's fair.
But the confidence thing, I think, like I said, it is predominantly down to you for the encouragement.
I just gently coaxed you, that's all.
Well, you're so good at it. That's the thing. You're so comfortable and confident when you're speaking. I always find that like mind-boggling when you do talks and stuff. Now, I know that you say, or you could say, well, you can't see all those people, and it could be much more daunting if you could. Yeah,
It does
you're
help.
just talking to a room. But even so, just the idea of standing up, I mean, that I still could never. I think the only reason that I find this now pretty much okay is because in my head,
It's just me.
it's just you. Exactly. I'm just having a chat with you. Like, I know that people are listening. Obviously, we see when they do comment or we see the stats or whatever, but it doesn't equate to the same thing.
Nope.
I'm not actually talking to people.
I'm not talking to you.
So, and I know a lot of other podcasts that I listen to, they say the same thing. They say like quite personal things because they forget
That's
how
right.
many people are or could listen.
No one is. It's
No
okay.
one's, yeah.
And,
sat in our living room.
the idea of it not being live is technically no one actually is listening, are they?
Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
So it's not untrue.
Yeah.
But let's talk about how our podcast has made you into a bit of a snob in a good way, right? This lady,
A sound snob.
she's picked up on cues and things in other podcasts, and I am so here for it. I love it. So when we first met, I told her about how audio description back in the day, like 2007, 2008, was pretty junky. And you would often find channels that had audio description, but then the main audio for the channel was compromised, and she's like, I can't hear that. But as you listened more and we were together longer, you started to pick up on these things. And I remember one day you said to me, just take your headphones off, listen to this channel. And the audio coming out of the thing was disgusting. And it wasn't with AD on either. It just was one of the UK Gold or something channels. And it was bad all the time, wasn't it?
Yeah, I also think I have a vague memory of there being an ITV channel
where
they did something. They'd obviously broken it.
It was broken for weeks or months as well.
Yeah, there was something that had broken. And I just don't think that I mean, I think you couldn't fail to notice it. But being with you and you having such a lack of tolerance for bad sound.
That's a really nice, polite way of putting it.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Just kind of highlights it to me. Like I would never, if I wasn't with you, I would never record a church bell or like the dings of a clock.
Nope.
Or just some random noise and send it to someone and be like, oh my gosh, listen to this noise. They'd be like, okay, great. that's fun.
This is how we roll.
Yeah, but now I do that because I'm like, oh, that's a really cool sound. I know you're going to like that. But with regards to the podcasts,
I love this.
Baffles me now because I know how easy it is.
It
and
is.
I don't mean that in like, oh, anybody can do it. Well, I suppose they could, but like, you know, we're just sat here in our living room and you take such pride in how this sounds. But it's not like you've spent thousands of pounds or, you know, had to create some crazy setup or whatever. Like this is just normal for what you had. Like maybe you've tweaked a few things, but ultimately
I didn't pad the walls. I didn't put egg cartons up.
No, that's it. And then I listened to other podcasts, very famous podcasts with very famous people who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, followers.
And pounds.
And sometimes the sound is just really bad.
Yep.
Particularly when they decide to go on holiday, which, you know, fair enough, on holiday.
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
But then they record on holiday and you're hearing aeroplanes and noises and they sound really far away and there's just loads of stuff in the background. And I think you would never ever.
Our worst sound was when we were on holiday and that was still okay.
That was still really good. I think the only thing that you can really notice from layman's point of view, not yours, is that I sounded a bit louder or clearer, I think.
Yeah.
That was the only thing. Otherwise, I think the normal person would never have known.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the only time that things, in podcasts, that really bugs me now.
And the thing is, right, a podcast is not something that you look at. So the audio, as far as I'm concerned, has to be good. It has to be something you really care about. And it bothers me, and now clearly you too, that people just don't.
Well, I just think when you've got such a setup, you know, you've got people running and doing this for you, in these cases of the ones that I listen to.
Yeah, a whole team.
There's just not really an excuse then for it to be poor sound. But then clearly most people are not bothered by that. They just listen. They don't know any different.
Nope.
It's only because I'm with you that I do.
Yeah. And then you've got the other end of the spectrum, don't you? You've got things like cautionary tales. And it's actually done by the same people, the Blackout Ripper people. Really, really high quality audio.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff like that. And I listen to a lot of BBC podcasts and, you know, I would expect them to be produced very well.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I think it's really nice, and it makes me chuckle.
I think it's the difference
you're annoyed
of the ones that are recorded in studios. That's the thing.
versus home.
Yeah, because one of my favourite podcasts, and I don't want to mention it because I'm also going to say something a bit negative about it, but my absolute favourite podcast, their main podcast they record in the studio.
Yeah.
And that's great. Love it. Listen to it. Every time I've gone back, re-listened to things, and I love it. Twice I have subscribed to their Patreon, and twice I have cancelled it because that they record at home, and not even through like mics like this. It will be through their laptops or through those little furry mics that you had, the
road ones
when they're out and about. Yeah. Which aren't that bad, but when you're out walking and stuff, and it's just the sound, I can't deal with that.
You'll have to show me a clip one of these days.
Yeah, I will do. I think when it's on the laptops, it's the worst. And so I've had to unsubscribe to that because I'm just like, I'm not listening to it, so I'm not going to pay for something
that doesn't make you happy.
Yeah,
quite right.
Quite right. So I guess I am a bit of a sound snob. Thanks.
I made you do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not sorry. But it helps, it shows you what to listen for. And then because of that, kind of to bring it home, it makes you not want to do the same. So you pay attention to mic placement and how close you are and all these things.
Yeah.
So it has a benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I started this, I wanted sound that would be as close to things like cautionary tales and stuff that I like as possible.
Yeah.
And I wanted you to sound the same. And you did.
Well, that is all down to you. You are the one that produces. Is that the right one?
Yeah.
There you go.
I am the one and only.
You are the producer.
Yeah, we don't have a team. I mean, it's just you and me. We are the team.
We are.
But there's no editor
I source
or anything.
the topics, the info.
Yes.
And
I does all the production, and then I do the music and background. And you know what? I find I really enjoy it because when you have a really good episode and it comes out really tastefully, it feels really exciting.
Mm.
And I will try to listen to at least a bit of it on different things. So sometimes my phone speakers, sometimes my big speakers, AirPods, of course, because I want to know that it sounds as good as I hoped it did later on. And I think that's important.
Yeah.
So even though this is primarily a you episode about growing in confidence, I think I've grown in confidence in the sound and what I want from it.
Definitely.
And
like, for instance, when we had the episode with Ed.
Oh, yeah. That was difficult.
And you were worried about that.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know why, because we all knew that you were going to do a great job. But you were worried about how that was going to sound and how you were going to manage putting it together, and you did that.
I actually outsourced a few minutes clip of that to some engineer friends of mine that gave me some ideas. Ed's audio particularly, because it's an entirely different mic and a different setup and it's coming over Zoom and blah, blah. So I outsourced that. They didn't do it. They just told me what to do and how to better the sound, and it really helped. So that I was able to then save that as a preset. So if we have Ed on again, I know what to do immediately and how to deploy that thing. So that was cool. But I was tossing and turning the night before like a fiend. I just couldn't sleep. It's like, what if it doesn't record properly? What if it goes out of sync? And it's not even that stuff is hard to deal with. It's just the faff of doing it.
Yeah.
And it didn't. It stayed exactly where it should have. I don't know.
So is there anything that you think we should have done differently? Or should do differently?
No, I know it's really weird to think that, but honestly, when I look back at even down to file names and folders, structures and things, when I start something, I tend to stick with it, and I haven't changed the way that I do the stuff on the back end.
Yeah.
I have naming conventions and folder structures that I use for every episode, and that has not changed in 54 episodes. I don't know. I think when I start something like that, I sit down and I run through like a bunch of scenarios, and I want to make sure that whatever I do will be stick-withable. Yes, this is a phrase now. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't change anything. I got lucky. We got lucky.
But what about our content?
I like it, and people seem to like the format. I think if you start messing with formats, people get quite upset.
Yeah.
And the thing is, the view count for us, a high view count on YouTube is like in the 60s. My baseline for an episode, and I think we mentioned this, is like 50 views. And there was a time when YouTube a couple of weeks ago had some issues with an ad blocking service, and they were actually stopping the view counts from working correctly. Oh. And this hit every major YouTuber. Everyone. And everybody thought it was YouTube doing it, but it wasn't. And I think that actually affected our too. One of the episodes I said had really low counts for a while, and it was rare for us. So my baseline is 50. That's like 0, essentially. That's where I set it. But the last couple episodes have done really well. And if you look back at the playlist, the first episode we ever released, I think, is 400 or 500 views. So I know there's people listening, but maybe not everybody is commenting or liking, and that's absolutely fine. If you're listening and lurking, it's better than not listening at all.
Yep.
I like that.
Definitely.
And I'm pleased. So if you've been listening from the beginning, you've listened for 29 hours or thereabouts. But hand
I
up
absolutely
the comments.
dread to think how many hours I have listened to podcasts.
A lot.
Yeah.
You're not alone though.
No, I know.
And if you try not to think about it, but if I think about how many YouTube hours I've clocked up, it's in the years. I'm certain.
Yeah.
I listen to a ton of YouTube and particularly long form content because I don't bother with shorts. So the videos I like are, 10 minutes longer, 20, 30. I like that stuff.
Yeah.
I sit back and just like absorb myself in it. I love that. What would you do differently? Or how would you change what you did at the beginning, if anything? I'm biased. I don't think you need to, but...
I don't know, actually. I don't think I would necessarily change anything.
I suppose actually the only things that we ever did change was including the news stories. We didn't have a quiz at the beginning either.
No.
So if we were to go back, we could start with those 2 additions.
True.
But we're not really changing the format other than that. It's raw, it's unscripted, it's mostly uncut.
Yeah.
Apart from doorbells and coughs and stuff. But that's stuff that you don't miss out on.
Yep.
But apart from that, and we're still unsponsored.
We are.
I don't know that we would ever become because we're so small and, it takes a lot to do that.
Yeah, I don't think we ever would, which is fine. We're not doing this for money. We're doing this for ourselves, ultimately. And then after that, for any people that do enjoy listening. But this was
It was like a pet project.
It was like, let's have something we can do together. That's ultimately why I started it. I never would have agreed to do it with you if it wasn't for the fact that we were doing something fun together.
Nope.
And I feel like the more we do it, the more conversations we have about things that we wouldn't have. We learn stuff about each other because we wouldn't have necessarily spoken about these things.
Nope. I think that's helpful.
Of course. We have spoken before about the fact that we do have very different interests. So the fact that we have this sort of joint thing together.
Which is not a joint bank account.
It's not a joint bank account because we don't do those.
No.
It's our thing. It's something that we both have an equal share in contributing to and enjoying.
And if it's your thing too, then I'm doubly happy that you're here for the ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. I suppose the only thing I ever sometimes think about or wonder, it's not a change thing. I just wonder whether, we have talked about how we don't really discuss controversial things.
Oh, yes.
Which is fine. We don't particularly want to go down that route. But I wonder if sometimes we are not as opinionated. Or
to
maybe
middle of the road, yeah?
Yeah, I just wonder if sometimes we sit on the fence a bit more and we don't say things because we don't want to offend anybody. And that's not to say, oh, let's go out and say stuff to offend people. I don't think we have opinions that necessarily would. But I just...
Depends who you ask.
That does. Yeah, that's true. It really does depend who you're talking to. But we're not particularly controversial people.
I don't think so.
But yeah, I just wonder if sometimes we avoid topics or, things that we could maybe discuss because we're worried about how people might take that.
Maybe we'll put it out there. You guys tell us. What do you think? Are there things out there that you think might be interesting for us to talk about that we haven't?
Yeah. Like,
Primarily
I
for
often
safety.
think I'm quite good at seeing both sides, except when it's something really, really awful. But usually I'm quite good at seeing both sides. But yeah, I think sometimes we don't give our actual opinions on things, and maybe people want to know more of our opinion. Maybe they don't. Maybe they're just like, no thanks.
Which is fair, of course.
But then I kind of think, well, why are you listening then if you don't want to know what we
and
think
how
about it?
Yes.
But yeah.
Oh, by the way, on a sort of random aside, congratulations to Liam and Alyssa, who got married this week.
Congratulations.
And I watched a bit of their wedding using some software called Lovecast.
Oh, that's quite cute.
They streamed it. Basically, I think what it is you have an app or some website, and they used a phone camera, and the audio was, again, really good, by the way, because these days, phones have good audio. So it was stereo, and it was just from an iPhone, I'm pretty sure. I could tell. It sounded great.
That's a nice autumn wedding. That's lovely.
Yeah, there was a chat box, and you could see people from all over the place writing in. So that was really nice.
That is lovely.
So, congratulations to those two.
Yeah.
They run another podcast called 404 Sight Not Found. That's SIGHT, Sight. And another couple, but two blind people instead of blind-sighted like us. And actually, one thing that did happen to me this week is I started teaching somebody new, this guy from Norway. And that has been extremely fun because he is already a Mac user. And he was using Reaper, which is another DAW, which is like a musical workstation thing. He wanted to learn Logic because he said that he found the way that you use Mac easier than trying to work the way that Reaper works. So from last week, we had 3 lessons. He really liked them, which was great. So from Thursday last week, he couldn't record or do anything in Logic, to yesterday, he sent me a piece of music that he had made directly in it without my help. And it was just very nice to see.
Because you gave him the confidence.
Hey, bringing it home.
Yeah.
So that actually is something good that happened to me this week as well, along with Jake's birthday and everything. So I did come away feeling quite good about myself.
Good. You should. You're an excellent teacher.
I love teaching.
I know you do.
It's one of those things. Music and teaching.
Yeah.
2 of my big passions. And now this podcast, which I love too. But I didn't know that I liked teaching for many years. But I think all things in their time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things. And let's tell you about the new thing we're going to do, which is not in the podcast. Actually, it's a bit personalised. If you have an upcoming birthday between now and Christmas, and you would like a personal Stroonge card, that's what we're calling them, just for you, that will not be shared to anybody but you, let us know in probably the contact form, because you probably don't want to put your birthday on YouTube. So go to the website, linked in the show notes, and go and contact us, and you can have your own personal Stroonge card. We've done our first today. Well, this is recording on a Thursday, but of course you're hearing it on the Friday. So for you, yesterday. And we will have, by the time you heard this, sent it to the person whose birthday it was, or is, or has been. So they can tell us if it was any good or if it was a terrible idea. I've been thinking about it for ages.
You have.
And I wanted to do something really nice.
Plotting and planning, haven't you?
Yes, deeply in my mind. So that's our new thing we wanted to advertise, Stroonge Cards. So it's like Moonpig, but from us instead.
And virtual. Yeah.
And hopefully you'll find it a little bit fun. So if you'd like a Stroonge card, let us know. Ah, dear me. Are we done, I think, apart from the news story? Because I am happy with this. It's just like a bit of a review and an overview of the year. And that we don't plan to stop anytime soon.
No. We always said we would just keep doing it for us. So definitely no stopping.
And I love the stress-free Thursdays.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to worry about recording on Friday now, putting it at a particular time. It's coming out 10 o'clock UK time on Fridays every week.
Yeah. We record on a Thursday and that is much easier for us, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
So should we end with my Stroonge news?
Definitely.
So this was sent to me a little while ago by Ed.
Oh, I love this. This made my mouth actually water.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
So the headline for this is Nigerian chef breaks world record for largest jollof rice dish.
Can you make this? You need to make, not this dish, but you need to make like the human-sized version of this.
A human size. Not a dinosaur size.
No.
So the Nigerian chef Hilda, I don't know how to say her surname. Baci, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Baci. Don't know. But she has broken the world record for cooking the largest ever pot of jollof rice in Lagos last week. So the Guinness World Records confirmed the achievement on social media, saying that her African dish weighed in at a staggering 8,780 kilos.
Cheapers.
So that was after 9 hours of cooking. Several times it almost went bad because the dish that they were using to make this, when they were hoisting it up, kept like threatening to break.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But thankfully the rice didn't spill and they managed to sort it out and to get it all done. But I just I'm just going to scroll down. So the recipe was, right, it had 4,000 kilos of rice, 500 cartons of tomato paste, 600 kilos of onions, 168 kilos of goat meat.
I love goats, by the way.
Yeah.
And let me just in context, I love goat meat. Okay, good. Carry on.
Goat's cheese. You like goat's cheese?
I had that on my pizza on Sunday.
Yeah. I like a bit of goat's cheese sometimes. And it was all made in a pot, a custom-made pot that could hold 23,000 litres.
Gosh.
Isn't that incredible?
Absolutely.
She was assisted by 10 other chefs as well.
Because they all had to stir like mad, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, you would have needed so many people. And if you imagine how long it would have taken to open all of those bags of rice and everything, you'd have and add all the ingredients. You'd have so many, you'd have like patches of it, wouldn't you? Cooking at different rates if you weren't able to.
How even do they fit a burner underneath that thing? That's crazy.
I don't know. We'll include the link to it.
Yes.
And there's a little video that you can watch because it's just absolutely insane. I want to know, and I don't think it says because I've tried to scan, but I want to know how many people that fed.
Yeah. Feed the 5,000.
Because I think that's really cool.
Made me hungry.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Because I love goat meat and rice and oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I would eat that. Not all of it. Maybe half. You could get lost in a pot that size, I tell you what.
You would, as well as cooked.
That too. That's such a cool story. But if you slim that down to normal portions, you should make this dish.
Okay. I will have a look.
And if she does, I shall come on and wax lyrical about how good it tastes.
I've never cooked goat.
Have you not? No, actually, no. In all the years you haven't actually.
No.
You can
I don't really go to
it.
butchers and stuff, so it's just what I can get hold of.
You don't really goat to butchers?
I don't goat to the butchers.
Nice. You can substitute with probably lamb or beef, slow cooked beef.
Yeah.
That would be cool. The other thing, talking of food, tell them the cake you made. It was cool.
Oh, for Jake,
Yeah.
I make the kids' birthday cakes every single year. And
She's
this year,
extremely good, by the way, at baking.
thank you. But this year, I always try and make it something a bit different or a little bit special for them for that year. And Jake, for the last like 6-8 months, has been obsessed with Nutella ice cream. Oh. So I made a Nutella ice cream cake. So it had a biscuit base, which was like cookies, ground up cookies.
There's a song called Biscuit Base, and it's just stuck in my
Buttery
head
biscuit
now.
base.
You know it.
Yeah, of course. Everybody knows that song. And then there were 2 layers of the ice cream. One that was Ferrero Rocher, and then the top that was Nutella. And then it was decorated with more Nutella and crushed and whole Ferrero Rochers.
Nice.
So yeah.
It tasted really good.
That was his cake.
Did
Not
it go
really
down
a cake,
well?
I guess.
No.
Yeah, there's still some in the freezer. That is the good point.
In the freezer.
Yeah, because it's ice cream.
Ice cream. Yeah. That makes sense. So
And
it kind of has to
then-
thaw.
It's like less than, a week. Just over a week, and I'll be making Alice's birthday cake.
Gosh.
Yeah.
And then we will only have teenagers.
Yes. Proper old.
Yeah, it's weird to think about, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Well, we've come to this episode's ending, and oddly, I'm feeling weirdly nostalgic for no reason, because it's not like we're stopping.
Nope.
I
Still
don't.
very much going.
I can't explain that. But thanks if you've been here from the beginning. Thank you so much. And if you're new, thank you as well. And if you haven't yet listened, then you won't hear this. But at some point you might. So thanks to you as well. We do have some little listeners that deserve their own shout out. Shay being one of them, newish. Tara, Marie, Suzanne if she ever comes back. I know she went on holiday, so she might not hear this. Louis, my good friend, yes. And Ednan, who swore that he wouldn't listen to podcasts ever. Love this man. He's crazy.
Yeah.
Sold me my speakers. And yeah, baby on the way. So he probably will have some time sitting up in the middle of the night, maybe catching up.
Yeah.
What fun. How are you feeling about this then? This is to you, my lovely wife, by the way.
About the episode? About
Us in general. Life, the universe, and everything.
pretty good, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long may it
We're all
last.
good.
You know what we haven't done in a long time? I'm Andre,
I'm Kirsten.
and this has been StroongeCast.
Bye.
Big Ben. That's so cool.
Look, it's even digging for us.
Just give a bomb in the background. Brilliant. I've taken a few.
Amazing. Thank you so much. That was so cool.
It does look really cool.
Come here. Look, it even.
Well, you have to record that.
I already was.